everyone, Big Friendly Wargamer back with another 40k Imperium unboxing. Now I just sat down to do some painting, I've done about 10 minutes or so, and this turned up at the door, knock on the door, 40k Imperium magazine. So this will be issues 3, 4, 5 and 6. I'm going to do my normal thing, like top down unboxing like I normally do, do a quick flick through the magazines and just show you basically what you're getting in each issue. If you like these videos, please give me a subscription, wherever it is down below the videos, I think. Tell me how I can improve. I'm eager to learn new stuff, and tell me how far you've got with yours. I mean, I think I'm getting mine quite early, but I don't think issue 6 has been released yet. It might come out this weekend, but I've got issue 6 here, so I'm going to get to unboxing and I will put the camera up and get started. Right, now I did say before I get started that I'd give you updates on the previous issues. Now these two are issue 1. So the Primaris Lieutenant, which I've painted as Death Company, so he's Blood Angels. He's finished. Quite happy with how he looks. And then the Royal Warden, who's also got for my Necron force, he's totally complete as well. And for issue 2, got the 3 warriors. Now they're finished as well. I did get these done fairly quickly. I know the next few issues won't be that quick, there'll be more models in there, but it's fine. I know they're mostly Necrons, so it should be cool. So yeah, so I'm going to set the camera up and get to unboxing the magazines. Right, so here we go. This is issue 3. Now in issue 3 you get 3 Assault Intercessors, obviously the bases as well, and McCrag Blue base paint. Now the paint I'm not bothered about, I've got a couple of them, so it'll be put somewhere ready for a time I might need them. So put the magazines to one side. These are the models. Now I did notice on other people's videos, because some people have got these models already, that they've actually got ultramarine symbols on the shoulders, and they have, which is a little bit annoying. That'll be I'll have to shave them off, but that's fine. That's nothing too hard to do. At least, yeah, they definitely do. So they're the easy build Assault Intercessors with chainsaws. Now I do have a squad of these which are Death Company. I've only painted half of them, and I'm not sure what I'll do with these, to be honest. They may be my veteran ones, we will see. So I'll put them up there and then we'll get onto the magazine. Sorry about me adjusting the camera, I'm still getting kind of used to this again. Right, so issue 3. So obviously talking about the Assault Intercessors, telling you they carry frag grenades, heavy bolt pistols, Astartes chainswords, sorry. Their company markings and squad markings. They are basically the hard-hitting shock troops of the Space Marines now. That they don't really have assault squads as such, and doing the whole, you can name each one of them again, which is cool, but keeping track of all their names through the campaign will be quite difficult. Talking about the Dark Imperium, which is the side of the Imperium that's not near terrorist Earth, divided by the Citrix Maledictum, I think it's pronounced, I could be wrong, but this is the tear across the galaxy. The Dark Imperium is the side that doesn't get the light from the Emperor, let's say, and this is the domain, talking about the domain of mankind. It's basically the Imperium of man. Going on to talk about Tomb Worlds, which is about Necrons. talking about how they went into the Great Sleep, the effects of the millennia of sleeping and stuff, and basically they're connectic minions which have kept the what's it called, Two Worlds running all this time. And then moving on to actual campaigns, the Assault of Dark Tar, I think it says. I'm reading these upside down, so you got to forgive me a little bit. How to build your intercessors. Quite straightforward. Their to build guides are really quite good. How to paint. This is the base colour that you get, is the base colour you would paint if you were painting Ultramarines, and I'm not. How to paint your Assault Intercessors. How to paint your Primaris Lieutenant. Now, these are all good guides, except they're missing one thing. They never tell you to undercoat your miniatures. I've said this a few times now, but anyway. And that should be what you get once you've base coated all 4 of them. The mission for the Necrons is called Hold 'em Back. I believe it's 3 Necron Warriors versus 3 Assault Intercessors. Excuse me. And yeah, that's the general mission. So it's giving you the stats for the Assault Intercessors, the stats for the Necrons, how the game should go, sort of thing. Yeah, it's over a couple of pages, that is. And yeah, it kind of, that's that. Subscription blurb, and then what's coming in the next two issues, which you're going to see next. Right, so this is issue 4. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a tickly throat at the moment. So you get lead belcher paint. Lead belcher's quite good. It's your generic silver metal stuff. Obviously bases. You get 4 miniatures in this issue, which I'll show you in a moment. The magazine, obviously, and a new battle map. Now the battle maps are useful if you're really just starting out, and I'm not, so it kind of gets put to one side. It may be put into a giveaway at some point, we'll see. So yeah, the Scorpic Destroyers. Put them there and I'll zoom in a little bit. So these are the models that come in Indomitus. I'm glad this time they didn't do the blue and green for the different factions, plastic, because when you do certain spray paints, the blue shows up more. So yeah, so what you've got in here is 3 destroyers, Scorpic Destroyers, one of which has a heavy blade, the other 2 have twin blades, and you get a plasma sight. It's basically, it's a one-use thing. Take him off the battlefield and like it supercharges the unit for a turn. Yeah, they're a cool unit. I'm yet to use them in 40k. I do have a unit of these already, but this will bring my unit up to 6, which is great. And obviously the bases come with it as well. And then this is issue 4. Got a bit wider on the camera. There we go. So straight into talking about Scorpic Destroyers. They are basically mad robots with big power weapons. So they are quite powerful. Talking about the Canoptic Plasma Scythe. Obviously you can name them all again. They're talking about how they create Space Marines. So there's a lot of genetic manipulation goes into making a Space Marine from a normal human. How they find aspirants for it. Talking about the Primarchs, the Apothecaries and how they work in it, and the Gene Seed, which is the main thing that does the work in the body to make you into Space Marine. Moving on, they're talking about the Warp, which is the unreal space where ships travel. Ships use it as shortcuts to travel long distances in space. Talking about the Astronomicron, which is the thing that I couldn't say when I said the Light of the Emperor for the last issue. Talking about the Denizens of the Warp, which are demons. Basically, they are emotions from other races that manifest. That's what they are, basically. Talking about the Black Stones, which is the thing that keeps the warp at bay, where they failed during the end times thing. How to build your canoptic destroyers. So this is going to be quite big. So they are relatively big models. So you got 3 of them, and then you got how to build a plasma scythe. Straight on how to paint them. So they're talking about painting them with the Rune brass that you got in issue 2, I think it was, and then using the lead belcher to paint other bits and pieces, and then going back onto your warriors and your Royal Warden and painting some more of your Ultramarines. The mission is called Destroyers Awaken. So obviously you've got the Primaris Lieutenant and the 3 Assault Intercessors, and then you've got the 3 Destroyers and the Plasma Sight. Data sheets for everything. How the missions will go, turn 1 for Space Marines, turn 1 for Necrons, and so on. And then showing you what's in the next issues. Again, issue 5 coming right up. Right, so this is the issue that everyone kind of wants. This is the Primaris Captain that you can't get anywhere else. In the magazine, obviously. And then you get another one of these little fold-out sheets telling you about the Necrons. Give you a nice picture. That's the unfortunate thing is this is the Void Dragon, the Catan Shard of the Void Dragon. This doesn't come in the set. This is the Monolith. Doesn't come in the set. This is the Silent King. Doesn't come in the set. This is the new kits, and you don't get any of them in the set. But it is what it is. They seem to be doing these on a regular thing. And so here is the Primaris Captain. Let's zoom in on him. Give you a bit of a look. And I don't believe they've actually named this guy. And everyone says he looks cool, but the position of his pistol to me looks a little bit weird. But I might convert it a little bit. This might be my Death Company Captain, I'm not sure yet. So we painted black and red like the Lieutenant was. Again, like I said, limited edition model. You can only get it through this magazines. Apparently the backlog of issues where people order separate issues, he's totally sold out. You can't actually get this issue anymore. So and this will probably cost you £30 something on eBay at the moment, because the limited Sergeant that they've just put up for when you spend £150 on their web store is selling for £35 to £40. So yeah, that's the Captain. I'm actually keeping this one. This time round I'm not giving half the miniatures to my nephew because he's lost interest in the hobby. So there you go. Straight on to Primaris Captains. Obviously he's got his plasma pistol, his master crafted power sword. Like I said, the position of the model is a bit, I'm not sure about. Like I would put his plasma pistol down by his side so it looks like he's swiping with his sword. You wouldn't hold your pistol at that angle, I wouldn't think. But what do I know? I've never held a gun. Your chance to name him and his weapons. Moving on to Tools of War. I assume this is going to be about weapons. Yep. So talk about melee weapons. So you've got Force Staff for your Psychers. This is going to be Imperium sided. So your Force Staff is what your Psychers carry, your Librarians. You got the Starty's Chainsword, Power Sword, Power Axe, Thunder Hammer, and Power Fist. Moving on to an actual campaign, I believe this is a war zone. Sorry, this will probably be the first setting for the first 20 issues. They were doing this in Conquest, I think. Talking about important locations in the actual battle zone. Talking about this is the heart of the storm. This is talking about in the centre of the warp. Then moving on to how to build your captain. Actually showing you how to remove mould lines, which is good. Again, not telling you about how to spray it. They just base coated it with base paint. That's fine. I will get to a point where I'll stop moaning about this, but anyway. Yeah, how to paint him. So obviously you can use the silver on him as well. So the mission is called Rallying the Troops. It's a playthrough. So you've got the captain and it looks like they've done a destroyer captain, but we'll see. No, it's just one destroyer against the captain. Or is it 3 destroyers? 3 destroyers against the captain. So obviously the playthrough. The playthrough seems to take. They're not actually putting like a campaign of missions in here. They're just showing you playthroughs, and I think that's right. That's okay for the early issues. That's fine. And then the back of issue 5 shows you what we got next. And then moving on to issue 6. Right, and issue 6. So we've got your miniatures, which we'll get to in a moment. Bases, obviously. And another paint, Abaddon Black, which everyone always uses. Abaddon Black. It's very useful. I have just bought 2 pots of it, but it doesn't matter. Now these are aggressors. These are the easy build aggressors, but these are the only way to actually get the easy build aggressors now. Now I do have a squad of these, but they're not the easy build ones. They're the full kit ones. These actually don't look like easy build models. They really don't, because they're not push fit. I could be wrong. They are the guys with flamers, and this set doesn't give you any options really. So you just have flamers on them and power fists, which is cool. It's a nice cheap build. It's quite powerful. Again, these will probably get painted up as Blood Angels, because I'm not doing another Space Marine chapter anymore. Everything's going to be Blood Angels. So there we go. And on to the magazines. So I've got a fair few models to build. So the magazine itself, talking obviously straight into talking about Primaris aggressors, showing you the weapon options you can't take on these guys. So they're in Gravis armor, so they're toughness 5. They got Flamestorm gauntlets, so they're like flamers. Each one is a flamer shot, so they got 2 flamer shots each. Now the other option build for them was to say Boltstorm gauntlets, or and you could take the assault launchers. You could put them on the back, but this kit doesn't come with them. And telling you that they're support, they're heavy support. So for Blood Angels, they're going to have blue helmets. Obviously, you can name them all. Going on talking about Necron Nobles. So this is going to be like the Royal Court and stuff. So you got the Royal Warden, the Overlords and the Lords, the Pharaons, which are the leaders of each Tomb World. And then the upgrade for the Overlord is Canoptic Command Barge, Catacomb Command Barge, sorry, which is like a big chariot thing. It increases the range of his abilities and makes him a lot faster and a bit more powerful and a bit tougher. Moving on, how to build the aggressors. Again, this is going to take up a few pages because they're fairly big models. So like I said, they're built with their bolts, their gauntlets with the Flamestorm guns on them, flamers on them. How to paint them, obviously with the blue. Moving on to using the silver, and then using the black. This all that same way you go through with the other Marines, using the black on what you've got already. So on the captain, the lieutenant, and the assault intercessors. Mission is called Fire Support. You've got 3 aggressors, the Royal Warden, and the 3 Scorpic destroyers. And again, giving you the rules for each set of models and the playthrough. They're not actually, I think the first 10 issues is going to be playthroughs, and as you see, the Flamestorm gauntlets do that kind of thing. And that's the end of the issue. So moving on, looking forward to issue 7, which just paints. And issue 8 is the Necron Overlord, which I'm going to kit bash that model a lot. It's not going to look anything like that when I'm done, because I've got that model twice, I believe, already. So that will be in 4 weeks, I believe. So today is actually the 10th. It's the 8th today, sorry. So probably around the same time next month. Yeah, so there you go. There's issues 3, 4, 5 and 6 of 40k Imperium. Leaves me with a fair bunch of models to build and paint. Got 4 weeks to do them, so I should get them done. It's not a problem. Especially in Necrons. Necrons fairly quick. Blood Angels will take a lot more time on. But we'll see. We'll get around to them. I've got other stuff still to paint as well. But yeah, thank you very much if these have been of any use to you. I know other people are doing these videos as well, but this is my way of doing it. I'm an amateur YouTuber. I'm nothing professional, as you can see by the state of my desk. But there you go. Thank you very much, and I will catch you next time. Bye bye.